Hello again, third stop of the day is here, and I am glad I'm at a station like Blackfriars where it's got a roof and I'm not getting drenched by the rain that is outside. So this is probably going to be a bit shorter than the other two, but nonetheless we're going to make the most of it. I'm going to try and make it as interesting as possible, but nonetheless you're here for the ride. Welcome once again to Down the Line. So, Blackfriars opened in 1886, and currently altogether it has 6 platforms, separated as 4 for National Rail and 2 for the Underground. Service-wise, obviously, next to me you've got Southeastern, you've got Thameslink, and also you've got the Circle and District lines on the Underground. Now, this station is managed by Thameslink, of course. Service-wise, Brighton, down to Gatwick Airport, Gravesend, Dartford, and even back up towards Bedford and Peterborough. So this station is actually I find it very, very nice in the sense of when you've got the right weather and the right, there's no clouds, no rain like there is. It's probably one of the most scenic stations in London, I would say, personally, not in terms of architecture but in terms of the views on either side of the River Thames. I'm not going to probably show you this side, however. There is a bit of scaffolding work going on one of the bridges, so kind of ruins it, but nonetheless, as I said in the intro, we're going to make the most of it and do what we can. So this is Blackfriars.
London Blackfriars really does hold something a bit different to the rest of the stations here in London, and it has been nice on each of these stations so far to see different services of different liveries, really giving it that mix of variety.
So London Blackfriars wasn't always called London Blackfriars. I like my station name changes. It was actually originally opened as St Paul's and was renamed Blackfriars in 1937. The Underground arrived here in 1870. Actually, I found out this was quite interesting. These are the only platforms which span the River Thames. Now, obviously, you've got, I think it's Cannon Street just down the way. And obviously, there's railway lines that do cross the River Thames, but these are the actual platforms, so very specific on that, I must stress. I know that there's other lines, but platform, before people get in the comments and get all aggy, but nonetheless, and it's really quite nice. As I've said, it does spoil it with the weather outside. It's a bit grey, it's a bit dark. As you saw at the end of the Vauxhall episode, the weather was starting to turn, but as I've said, it's quite good, and you can alight here for Bankside, South Bank, and the Tate Modern Gallery. So even when you are here, there's plenty to see and there's plenty to do.
Albeit the weather, it was great to get certain angles of this station to truly encapsulate the architecture and how it was built here. And when you look at one of the front entrances, there is the original crest of the original railway company that built it here.
I said it's a brilliant view, didn't I? Albeit the weather. But in 1971, this station was rebuilt, adding 150,000 more square feet, allowing for more space and access. And between 2009 and 2012, there was a £500 million renovation, bringing it up to modern standards, allowing for lifts and other bits and pieces that you need to have in modern day station. So it's done very, very well, and it certainly has that new feel. So good on you, Blackfriars.
When I was younger, I was always fascinated at seeing this railway station, especially on my first service down to Brighton. And you can just imagine how this transforms when you see all of the lights at night. What a station.
So the Waterloo and City line runs almost directly under Blackfriars and the River Thames. However, there was actually plans to connect the two with an interchange. However, the Department for Transport stepped in, and it was deemed not right for, it had no public benefit or transport benefit, so that plan went to pot. You can just imagine what that inclusion would have made it like here. Very, very busy.
It's been great to see this station once more, and now it's time to head back onto the Underground to head over towards East London to another terminus station of London Liverpool Street.
Right then, so that is now London Blackfriars ticked off the list. I'm now going to head back down onto the Underground, onto the Circle line, and head over to Liverpool Street. But nonetheless, it's been great being stood at the station again, albeit the weather has kind of ruined it, but not totally, however. But nonetheless, let's get on the Underground, get to Liverpool Street, and get another episode in for you guys. So I will see you at Liverpool Street, as we go down the line.